just saw Eugenia Cooney alive and well in Magic Kingdom.
Every time somebody makes a video about Eugenia Cooney passing on, I swear to you, her lifespan extends.
So we may finally have some information on what's going on with Eugenia Cooney.
Eugenia Cooney, where is she? Everyone's asking, where is Eugenia Cooney? It's now been 4 months. We're now in October. Spooky, ooky, kooky. And Eugenia Cooney loves October. She dresses up. She loves Jack Skellington and pumpkins and Nightmare Before Christmas. Where is Eugenia Cooney?
Y'all, I swear, this Eugenia Cooney situation with her still being gone after the 4-month mark has quite literally become almost a true crime case on social media. Literally every time I open TikTok, I feel like I'm about to watch an episode of The First 48. So I'm sure we're all up to date here, especially over on this page. We've talked about a lot, and y'all also watch other channels that do Eugenia Cooney commentary, so I know y'all are caught up to speed, but just for those of you who, in case, aren't caught up to speed, Eugenia Cooney has been pretty much MIA from the internet for the past 4 months. She ended up getting age restricted and demonetized over on TikTok. We all assumed it would be like a 30-day ban, if not less. 60 days pass, and we are hitting the 90-day mark and then advanced from there. We are pretty much pushing that 4-month mark of Eugenia Cooney not being on social media, and because of her health status, because she isn't in the best condition, of course, it's very visible, it's obvious. This is speculation, but of course it's obvious that she's not doing well and hasn't been doing well for a really long time. A lot of people assume and have been speculating that she has actually passed away. There's even people who watch my content on a regular basis who email me and they're like, yeah, she's no longer with us. And I'm like, could be, but we don't have any proof or confirmation of that. And the most that we've had to confirm that she's passed away has been AI articles and just really invalid and sources that we just should not be giving attention. Now, because she had a fairly scary health episode prior to going MIA from the internet, I think it is fair to assume that a lot of individuals are speculating and actually believing that she's no longer with us, but I do think that there is a 50-50 argument to be had there. I want to be extremely clear before we dive into this video. We're just going to be looking at some TikToks of individuals thinking that she passed, some people think that she's still here, and all of my opinions are going to be strictly opinions, okay? There is no facts behind it. I'm just going to be telling you guys what I've been thinking about this situation, especially since today opening TikTok again and getting flooded with AI articles that she's passed and people resharing them, and yeah, I want to talk about it, so that's what we're going to be doing, but everything, again, is alleged for legal reasons. I don't know this girlie. I don't know her family, of course. Like, none of us really know what's going on, so we don't really have the factual information. We just know what we hear and see on the internet. Now, as I stated earlier, a lot of the people and the sources that they're using that's confirming that she's passed away has been AI and meta articles, so again, it's AI. If you're believing everything you see on the internet, God bless your heart, sweetie, but a lot of it's just not true and not credible sources whatsoever, especially it being AI-generated articles, but I digress. The one source that I feel like has spoken about the situation, that people believe to have any form of credibility when it comes to giving updates right now on Eugenia's situation, has been Jeffree Star. Now, according to Jeffree Star and according to her account popping up in his live streams, with the account popping up, of course, that gives people some form of, oh, she's still here, she's still posting, but again, it could be anybody using her account. So to me, that isn't like a for sure, oh, she's still here just because somebody spotted her account active in a live stream. For me, that's just not enough. But Jeffree Star has also stated on multiple occasions, especially during his live streams, that he has talked to Eugenia Cooney, that she is doing okay, but she's clearly not well. She's taking time to herself. He said that she's gonna be back, she's sticking out the ban, and even did a live stream not too long ago that we ended up reacting to and talking about, where he pretty much said her ban was almost over and she would be back on TikTok and able to gift again. So that was the last update that I had seen personally from Jeffree Star talking about her situation and whether or not she would be back, but that gave people a lot of thoughts. because Jeffree Star is her alleged best friend, Eugenia Cooney just eats up everything that he does, vile or not. She just eats it up like it's a good cupcake. People believed for him to have credibility with what he was saying, and people took that and ran with it, and they were like, oh, she's fine, she will be back, it's just the ban that she's waiting out. The ban should allegedly already be over if it was that 90-day ban that everybody was speculating happened in the first place, and she's still not posting. If y'all remember a year ago, because I talked about this in like a lot of other, oopsies, my bad, carrying around a Vault Girl figurine because my cat kept attacking it. It was on my desk, and I was like, yeah, I don't want you to break it. So I pick it up and I'm carrying it around so we don't attack it, and I drop it. Almost broke it. It's good. It's fine. But anyways, what I was saying is that bans aren't something that are far apart for her. It happens about once a year, and it has been a pattern to happen for her about once a year. And a year ago, not to this date or anything like that, but a year ago, she was banned again for a temporary amount of time. It was literally less than a week that I remember. Wait, it was like 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure. It was like 2-3 weeks, if not like a month. I'm very bad with time. If y'all have been here for a minute, y'all know this. But it was a time frame. Not long at all, but it was still kind of long for her, where she disappeared from the internet. People were speculating if she was okay or not. And sure, we were always concerned about her health, but it wasn't like a health scare that made everybody concerned for her. It was more so just her being away. People were speculating if something bad had happened to her, and Jeffree Star addressed this then. So he had a recent addressing of her new hiatus, but I want to take a look at a video where he addressed her very last one.
But yes, Eugenia is okay. We talk every day. Me and Eugenia talked this morning. She's at home. Of course I've heard from her, y'all. We're real friends off this app. She's at home, so if there's any fake rumors about anything else, no, she's at home. I don't know why people make up the weirdest shit, but no. Me and her FaceTime last night. Eugenia is one of the sweetest people. She's such a real friend of mine. And yeah, everyone's dealing with their own life shit, you know? And it always doesn't have to be aired out online.
So that was the very last time she took her hiatus, and again, this was a year ago, January-ish. So yeah, that was the last time that he spoke about one of her hiatuses, and this is after they became TikTok buddies, and she started promoting him. But I want to take a look now at this most recent addressal that he's made of her situation and her hiatus.
You don't know what's happening behind the scenes. You don't know the steps that I've taken, the phone calls I've had, the things that I'm doing. You have no idea, because it's not your business. How about that? When I said she was okay yesterday, it was so you would shut up. Clearly, she's not okay. And I love her immensely, and I will be here for her, and I am here for her.
Sorry. Yeah, honestly, thank you for saying that. Guys, I don't know how to say it,
The gaslighting that people try to do to me every single day is horrifying. Nothing's ruining my weekend, sweetheart. I'm having a passionate conversation. Maybe some of y'all have no spine, so if someone's tone of voice is raised up a couple decibels, you don't know how to handle it.
aww.
Get a backbone, sweetheart. Show a little compassion. Show a little kindness. And if someone is suffering and you don't understand why, don't try to dissect it. Don't try to talk about it when you don't know anything about it. Be kind. The way that y'all act towards Eugenia, you don't care about her. You don't care about her well-being. You don't have any compassion for mental health. There's millions of awful, sociopathic people out there, and half of them are in this chat room right now. And she also doesn't owe anyone an explanation about her mental health. She doesn't owe y'all a damn thing. Who made y'all God? Who made y'all?
Now, the last time that she was on this hiatus, not this video, but the one we just reacted to prior, he did say she was okay, she was at home, and people needed to just, shut up, they don't know what they're talking about. So he was saying she's pretty much just at home, and gave this idea that she's just waiting out the ban, but she's perfectly fine. She's just literally sitting there just waiting to go live again. But for this one, him going on these rants about how her mental health's not okay, how she's clearly not doing well, people just need to be kind to her. Yeah, a lot of people started to get pretty concerned, alright, so she is okay, but she's not doing well at all. And with Jeffree Star, it's pretty confusing because he'll do live streams where he'll address Eugenia and be like, yeah, she's totally fine, she's just at home, she's waiting for this ban to be over with. Then there's live streams like this that he'll go off on rants and pretty much say she's clearly not doing well, people just need to be kind. And then he'll also have live streams where he's talking about how badly he wants her back because she's almost at this certain gifting badge and he wants her to get back to gifting because wouldn't it be so cool if she hit level 50? His words, not mine. And hey, I get it. It's TikTok banter. They're just talking about an aspect of TikTok that I'm sure she would be talking about too if she was a part of that conversation with the gifting badges and this, that, and the third, because she talks about it a lot in her live streams about certain people and when they gift and the badges that they get and this, that, and the third. She's always breaking it down for us. But I just think it's interesting that, I don't know, his tone a lot of the times when he talks about it, because it's like, yeah, she's okay, y'all. She's just waiting to be able to gift again and come back to TikTok. And other times where he's like, yeah, she's clearly not doing well. People just need to leave the situation be. She'll come back when she's ready. And then these moments where he's like, yeah, she needs to get to gifting again. Like, she needs her TikTok back. I don't know, if I did, say, like, cross-content creation with another creator over here who was in clearly bad health, the last thing I would be saying is, yeah, I can't wait for them to gift again. Like, it's gonna be insane. Level 50, like, no, I would not. I can never, honestly. But it is what it is. And I just think that that's interesting, and I wanted to talk about that really quickly. But now I want to move on to what the actual video is going to be about. And, of course, this is going to be a longer video, if you couldn't tell by now. And this is about her being gone at this point now for 4 months, and people still haven't seen her. So those rumors are starting to circulate once again of her passing away. Since her hiatus, there's been few sightings of her, and mostly it was just that one trip that she took to Disney where people would see her and then film her and be like, look, I found her. She's fine. But I just want to say, just because you see somebody out in public does not mean that they're not internally suffering with their own health crisis. She was visibly gray, you guys, with no filters and not her choice of lighting. She's visibly gray and just does not look like she's doing well at all, clearly. And one thing I want to point out that I think this video is mainly going to be the discussion point that I want people to realize and to start talking about a little bit more is her lack of motor function prior to getting off of TikTok. During this ban, of course, she has not been live, but prior to this ban, she was really showing lack in motor function and any form of strength.
Yeah, I can't open a grave stamp. It's I don't know why. I'm trying to push down, guys. I don't know why I can't open it. Oh, thank you, Addie. Yeah, Lola. No, and it's gonna be a great product, trust me. I can already smell it a little bit, and the vanilla smells so good.
Okay, so that last clip was from June 29th, so that was almost literally 2 weeks ago. She hasn't posted anything on her Instagram, anything on her TikTok. She hasn't been live, and I heard some people saying that she was demonetized from TikTok, so I'm not sure if that's the reason why she's no longer posting. But honestly, from seeing that video of her barely being able to open that body wash sample or whatever she was trying to do, it literally took her several minutes to open that, and that being her last video she went live is super concerning. So where is Eugenia? What's going on?
There was also that house scare that she had on live, and I'm not going to play the clip in this video because it's very morbid, but we did make a video prior reacting to it if you guys want to go back, but I'm sure y'all have already seen it by now. It was something that just made your stomach turn watching, because I felt like almost at any minute it just would be a trauma we would all be witnessing together, and not just like a typical live where someone's not feeling well. I deadass thought everybody was going to be traumatized any minute. Thank God that wasn't the case, and she ended up ending the live after what people believed to be arrhythmias, heart arrhythmias. She was burping and slurring her words, and a lot of people were saying that was a sign of heart failure. She was also extremely lethargic and dehydrated looking. She was also moving very slowly. She looked dizzy. She looked completely out of it. And she did update people after that live stream, and she did end up saying her dog passed away, which is super unfortunate, and she talked about it was just a tough time for her and her family and one of the hardest things they've ever gone through. So she was gonna just be dealing with her family, and good for her if that was her priority during that time. But I think that it was strictly her health that was declining and her inability to kind of perform live streams how she used to. I have days where I wake up from just like allergies or something, or even just common head colds, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not even thinking about doing a video today. I couldn't imagine not only thinking about doing the content creation, but going live and having to entertain people in that moment and respond. And that has to be a lot for anybody, but especially somebody who is as weak as her physically and, in my opinion, mentally. Anyways, she also, one thing I want to talk about too, has not addressed any of these. Is she alive, rumors or not? And I feel like, yeah, she doesn't owe anybody any form of explanation to an extent, but I also feel like it's kind of weird to not address the situation. That's like a YouTuber going on vacation or something for a period of time, says they'll be back in a week. They're not back in a week, and like 3 months pass, and everybody's speculating if they passed away or not, and they're just at home scrolling on social media, seeing everything, and they're like, yeah, I'm just not going to address this. Like, I'll be back when I be back. I don't know. I feel like you have to, at that point, being a public figure and wanting to be a public figure, at least shut down the rumors and just say, yeah, I'm still here. I didn't DIE, by the way. But now that I talked about that, I want to go ahead and play some of these videos of people actually saying that she did pass. And one of the ones that I want to bring up is one that I did cover in the past because I thought it was like absolutely diabolical and funny at the same time. And this isn't a funny situation. I want to be very, very clear. This is not a funny situation. I'm not chuckling about this behind the scenes. I'm not chuckling about this with y'all on camera either. I'm just saying, there are some articles that have been circulating the internet, and when I look at them, I kind of chuckle about it because I'm like, if people are seeing this shit and believing it to be a credible and a valid source for this, and then they're making their own videos with speculation about her unaliving, it's insane. Because one of the first ones that I did see was this right here. Eugenia Cooney, Greenwich, Connecticut, obituary and cause of unaliving. Remembering Eugenia Sullivan Cooney, beloved YouTuber, da-da-da-da-da. And it's posted by usnova.pro, which insanely credible source, by the way. I'm just joking. I have never even heard of this shit prior to seeing this. But this cop car was the photo that was used for this obituary and passing news. She lives in Greenwich, Connecticut. Why is there a Chicago Police Department cop there? Like, why are we in Chicago all of a sudden? And the article itself looked like it was a copy and paste, but regenerated to reword stuff from Wikipedia through AI, through the ChatGPT situation. And also, I don't know, the caption for it being uploaded by the TikToker was, why is nobody talking about this? Probably because it's just not a valid source, babe. Now, what this has caused, all these AI videos and articles circulating the internet of her passing, the news of her passing, which we all pretty much believe it to be fake. A lot of us do. Some of us believe it. I'm not gonna lie, I would kind of believe it if it was from a more credible source or something more just that people already know of, okay? All these articles are clearly made by AI, posted on really random sites that want you to sign off your information and accept like endless cookies. No, thank you. But yeah, I don't know. I would believe it, but I just don't believe it right now. I feel like, again, it's just a lack of motor function and she's struggling to go live. And I want to look at this. No hate, by the way. Nobody go to this girl and be like, oh my god, like, this is fake news. I don't think she knows, okay? I think that Eugenia Cooney has become such a big talking point and literal situation for people on the internet that news like this might go over people's heads and be like, oh damn, she genuinely did it. She genuinely passed away, because with her health and everything, it's actually believable if this would be a speculation. But because of all these fake AI articles that are circulating the internet of her unaliving, people have been making videos like this where they'll put a caption saying "Rip Eugenia Cooney" and da-da-da, gone too soon, and we beloved YouTuber, this, that. And then like put sad music and look, like just put on the show basically to where they look sad or upset and fake cry and like have this sad music in the background, and that's furthering people talking about like whether she passed or not, because there's so many people believing in these fake articles and uploading their own content based on it. So in this caption of the video, this creator said, wait, so Eugenia Cooney actually passed. According to Meta, Do we believe everything on social media? No, we should not, especially not Meta. But according to Meta, she passed on July 12, 2025 at her home. Her neighbor posted the day after claiming an ambulance was at her house and then a body bag was carried out. She hasn't posted since or been live. I called this last month when she pretty much had a tech on live. We have been watching her deteriorate for years, and now it's come to an end. Rip Eugenia. And again, because her health is so bad and was so bad during the times that she was still going live that we could still see, yeah, when these AI articles and rumors started to circulate, a lot of people believed them. I believed it at first until I realized these are all AI articles and there's not one official source claiming this.
So let me get this straight. Eugenia Cooney has allegedly passed away. Not according to her family, not according to anybody that is close with her, but according to people on the internet. I think the internet is such a weird place because where did this come from? Like, why are y'all, her fans or concerned people, making videos saying that she has passed away with no evidence of this? First of all, I don't know where y'all are from, but you cannot hide a death. If somebody has passed away, we are going to know. There are public records which are easily accessible, and I'm pretty sure her friends and her family would have said something. Y'all need to stop making things up, and this is how false information gets spread, because none of her friends or family even said that she passed away. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but maybe, just maybe, she wants y'all to leave her alone. But as always, let me know what you guys think down in the comments.
So there's been a lot of rumors going around, a lot of them saying that Eugenia is gone. She's not with us anymore. But I did some digging. Someone on Reddit recently said, we have to remember Eugenia doesn't have neighbors. She lives in a place where it's very heavily forested and there are not neighbors near her. So the comments of her neighbors seeing a body bag coming out of the house are usually untrue. The last thing that she posted on Instagram, she also posted on TikTok. Her and her family were recently going through losing their dog, which is always a really sad time. All of this added up, it could mean that she's taking a break because she really just misses her dog. My other theory, which we all remember from a couple of years ago, she did go and get some help and was looking a lot better. Maybe this heartbreak of losing her dog pushed her to get herself some help. All we can really do is hope for the best, but I don't think she's gone.
Yeah, regardless of all the rumors circulating, I don't believe that she passed away either. I think that truly the situation could be, I'm not saying this is the situation, I'm saying what could be the true situation from what I believe personally. Form your own opinion, please. We've watched her get less and less strength in appearing strong on streams. Like, she used to have some form of energy, and people even speculated for a while there, okay, that she was on some form of maybe pain medication or pain management. Her pupils would be dilated. She'd be acting very energetic, okay? And people were speculating that maybe she was taking something, maybe a supplement, maybe a pain management, just to help her feel a little bit normal because her body's not, functioning the way that it should be. But after having all these energetic streams where she was like replying to people, being super cocky and just a smart ass, and it's just the normal EC behavior. Of course, as normal as it could be with the situation that she's in. She would go through these spells where she can't open stuff, she looked dizzy, she would zone out, she was just not clearly doing well on stream, and a lot of people started to speculate that she's truly starting to deteriorate and really going downhill. And after she took a little break from the internet, I remember when she came back, a lot of people were spamming her chat with do not support this, do not gift to this, you're enabling, she needs a hospital, she needs medical attention, and da-da-da. And Eugenia was like, oh, people are just being so weird, so crazy, they're spamming my chat, I'm gonna go to sub only so we don't have to look at this stuff, y'all feel free to gift. And I don't know, I just feel like it's been such a weird journey with Eugenia Cooney and covering it, but especially just being like an outsider looking in the situation. It's such a weird situation. I'm at the point where this is what I believe to be going on. I do believe that if she would have passed away, of course there would have been some form of public record of that. one of these internet detectives would have truly found it, posted it, then it would have been a legit situation. I'm not saying just because somebody on the internet finds it and posts it makes it a legit situation. I'm just saying it would have came from a more credible source so that people would have actually believed it. We have not had credible sources, so I don't believe that she has passed away. But I do feel like with just watching her deterioration and her lack of motor function, there towards the end of her live streams, I truly do believe that that's one of the biggest reasons why she's just not coming back to the internet. And I'm kind of at the point now where I'm highly doubting if she would come back to the internet. And if she does come back to the internet, I think it's going to be like a 2019 time where she disappeared for 4 to 6 months, came back and was like, yeah, I just really needed to focus on myself. I realized this was the, excuse my terminology here because I know this isn't the best wording or the best word to say to describe the situation. It's just the only one I know right now to pull. 2019, y'all, she dipped. She had a 5150, she dipped. When she came back, it was a few months later, like 6 months-ish, and she was like, yeah, I realized this was the healthier option for me. I know I wasn't taking care of myself properly. I wanted to just focus on that and figure out what it's like to take care of me and go through these, the process of getting help in some form of treatment in a rehab or even just at home. So one of two things, in my opinion, could be happening right now. One, well, I'm going to say three. Let's talk about three. I want to talk about the main point of the video today. Everybody thinks that this is just like a true crime now, okay? People are speculating, did she pass, did she not pass? There's so many videos and articles circulating of it. There's people deep diving and just going crazy pretty much trying to figure out where this girlie is. People believe it's a true crime. Okay, there's one. Two, I think it's her lack of motor function. I think that she has gotten to the point where she can't really do well for herself or take care of herself or even just apply her makeup properly, which we have been seeing a decline in for years at this point, but it's been getting really bad recently, just watching her trying to open products and dropping things and just not having the best motor function, okay? I feel like that could be a huge reason why, because there's already so much speculation. I don't think she's going to get back on camera and be like, yeah, I can't open any of my makeup, y'all, so my mom's going to sit here and help me open everything, and yeah, that's clearly not something she would do. So I think that she just isn't going live right now because she, as I said earlier, just can't perform a live stream how she used to due to her deterioration and lack of, again, motor function. But also, she could just be away trying to do better for herself, but I really do highly doubt that, just given the clips that we've seen and photos people have taken of her running out and, running into her in public, I'm so sorry. They would go to Disney and see Eugenia and take photos and videos without the filters, and she is gray. She does not look well. She does not look like she is doing something to benefit herself. That's just my opinion. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about it today. This video is like 10-15 minutes longer than what I typically upload, but I felt like there was just a lot to talk about with this situation. And I want to know what y'all think about it. Do y'all think that she's just not going to return to social media? Do y'all think that it's something she's doing to better herself, like not coming back to social media, trying to get some form of peace for her, or do y'all think that it's just strictly lack of motor function? What are your thoughts? I have so much content for you guys that I am planning to try to do today. It is not even funny. Drink a Red Bull, had a cup of coffee when I woke up. By the way, I'm functioning off of like 4.5 hours of sleep, so that's incredibly, that's something I'm currently experiencing in real life, lack of sleep, but then, yeah, just the caffeine on top of lack of sleep, on top of like a laundry list of content that I want to do for you guys. Literally bought an expo marker, and I've been writing on my fridge content that I think about making during the day, and I walk by and I just jot it up there, and I'm like, I'm gonna get to you very soon. Give her a pat and then walk on. There's so much I want to do for y'all, but I want to know y'all's thoughts and opinions about anything we just discussed in this video in the comment section down below. I'm gonna wrap it up. Love you guys. I really want to know y'all's thoughts and opinions on it. I really do believe at this point she's just not coming back due to that lack of motor function, but I could be completely wrong. It's just my thoughts and opinions. But I'm going to end this video because I really want to try to get to some of these other topics that are absolutely crazy. And with that being said, I will catch you in the next damn video. Alright, bye.